relating to these incidents. We could have stopped this in 2012 or 2011 if the police had listened to what we were saying to them. Sorry, Commissioner, there was just a little bit context in terms of what we have been experiencing.
Sorry, Colonel, as I understand it, what you really wanted to mention this as to give context regarding this specific incident, that it's not an isolated incident, and the significance of this incident, although it relates to a smaller matter, there were bigger matters that were being investigated.
That is correct, Commissioners. This is a pattern of behavior that I've experienced, and this specific incident just forms part of that pattern of behavior. The impunity, the fact that they think they can get away with it, and they did for a long time. So that it is in that context that I am referring to what happened in 2011, because how do they say, I've seen this movie before.
Thank you, Colonel. Then if we can go to the next page.
Paragraph 4. Sorry. Sometime in May 2022, a colonel who was a captain at the time of the incident, and in 2018, and a lieutenant colonel when she approached us in 2022, in crime intelligence approached Captain Mark McLean and me to make a disclosure which I deemed to be in terms of the Protection Disclosure Act of 26 of 2000. She informed us that in 2018, she shared an office with General Khan, who had been appointed as the head of Operational Intelligence Support in September 2017. General Khan shared an office with the Colonel and another member of Crime Intelligence because at the time he had not yet been assigned to his own office. The Colonel informed us that on 4 July 2018, while she was working in the office, General Khan, who was attending a meeting in the main boardroom, approached her, handed his cell phone to her, and requested her to give her email address to the person on the other end of the phone. General Khan told the Colonel that the person on the other end was Andrea. She did not immediately recognize the voice, but it was a female voice on General Khan's phone. Paragraph 6. According to the Colonel, the female caller requested her personal email address, and she complied. The Colonel told us that the female caller told her that she would send her an email, and the contents of the email must be given to General Khan, and thereafter the Colonel must delete the email. Shortly after the call, the Colonel received an email from a Gmail address bearing the name Andrea Johnson at...
Colonel, you don't have to read the Gmail address into the record.
Okay.
So you can just start with the subject header.
The subject header of the email was Petlek complaint. The email had photo attachments and an audio file. The email contained photographs of the A1 statement of Brigadier Petlek, at the time a crime intelligence officer, in a criminal complaint by her against General Khan for assault common and intimidation, as well as a J88 report, medical report, and an audio recording of General Khan taken at the time of the alleged incident. The alleged incident took place on 26 June 2018, and the A1 was commissioned on the same day at Silverton Police Station, and a case opened under Silverton case number 42206/2018. The email from Andrea Johnson Gmail address to the Colonel's private email address was a forwarded email originating from Barry Bateman, who at the time was a senior journalist. Mr. Bateman had sent the Petley complaint email with the attachment to the Andrea Johnson Gmail address on the 3rd of July 2018. The Colonel printed the email and attachments, placed it then in an envelope, and gave the envelope to General Khan. She did not delete the email as requested by the female caller.
Colonel, if we can just pause there, and if you can go to the exhibit bundle file and go to page 5, just to confirm that this is what the Colonel confirmed to you was the email that she had received.
That is correct, Commissioners. That is the email that what was provided to me that she received. And she was able to retrieve the email from her email box.
So on page 5, what we see is that at the top page, the top of the page, it says forward Petley complaint, and then it has Andrea Johnson and a Gmail email address to the Colonel at her Gmail address, and it is sent from my iPad, meaning that the Andrea Johnson sent the email from her iPad, and the email is dated Wednesday, 4 July 2018 at 12:42 p.m. Correct?
That's correct.
And then just below that it says begin forwarded message. So she was forwarding a message that she had originally received from Barry Bateman on the 3rd of July 2018 at 18:05:01 to Andrea Johnson, subject same Petley complaint. And then there is a message in his email saying, I've included the recording, signed BB.
That is correct, Commissioner.
Thank you. Commissioners, we're just having an issue with displaying the redacted version. I think they haven't done the connection